Gina Carano announces a huge move against Disney, and I'm all here for it. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Studio Jake. I, of course, am your host, Jacob Airy. Thank you for joining me today on my vidcast where I talk about all things pop culture. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. All right, it's just as I said, everyone, this is huge news. So most of you know I'm a fan of the first two seasons of The Mandalorian. One of the reasons being the appearance of Cara Dune, portrayed by Gina Carano. As most of you know, she was very unceremoniously fired by Disney after she posted a couple of memes that some weirdos on social media didn't like, and then she put her preferred pronouns as beep bop boop. And so the whole left-wing side of the SJW woke movement went after her, and Kathleen Kennedy, being the wicked person that she is, fired Gina Carano. So apparently Gina Carano is striking back. Before she was taking on other roles, she made appearances in a few other movies, one of which is Terror on the Prairie, which I reviewed. And she also made appearances on a show with Bear Grylls. Fantastic work, by the way. And she's announced a few other projects. They haven't come to fruition. I'm looking forward to them, but today is the big news. She has announced that she is filing a lawsuit against Disney. That's right. She is going to toe-to-toe with Mickey Mouse himself, bigwigs like Bob Iger, Kathleen Kennedy, and the whole lot of them, and I am all here for it. So she posted a statement on X, which I'm going to read to you now. Today is an important day for me. I am filing a lawsuit against Lucasfilm and Disney. After 20 years of building a career from scratch and during the regime of former Disney CEO Bob Chapek, Lucasfilm made the statement on Twitter terminating me from The Mandalorian. Gina Carano is not currently employed by Lucasfilm, and there are no plans for her to be in the future. Nevertheless, her social media posts denigrating people based on their cultural and religious identities are abhorrent and unacceptable. For one thing, she didn't do that, so that's a lie. But continuing on with what she wrote, nothing could be further from the truth. The truth is, I was being hunted down from everything I posted on every post I liked because I was not in line with the acceptable narrative at the time. My words were consistently twisted to demonize and dehumanize me as an alt-right-wing extremist. It was a bullying smear campaign aimed at silencing and destroying and making an example out of me. The thing is, I never even used aggressive language. I shared thought-provoking quotes, pictures, memes, and occasionally I used my own words, not with aggression, but with respect and the occasional comedy to keep the mood light in the dark times. Look with your own eyes at what I posted and ask yourself, for example, where did I compare Republicans to the Jewish people in the Holocaust? I didn't. Ask yourself why they're calling me a racist. Was there any merit behind that or history of it whatsoever? No. Look at why I was called a transphobe. For making droid noses from Star Wars, beep, bop, boop, was obviously directed to the online bullies and did not in any way denigrate transgender people. Were my questions about mask lockdowns and forced okay to ask and push the subject into the light? Should we have been allowed to publicly discuss these topics at that time without being harassed or censored? Absolutely. Hollywood says they support female representation and equal rights. Why then were my male co-stars permitted to speak without harassment and re-education courses or termination, but I was not afforded the same right to exercise my freedom of speech? Artists do not sign away our rights as American citizens when we enter into employment. I have spoken to all my co-stars since I was fired, and there is nothing but care and kind words between us. I respect the right to free speech and do not have to think the same on every issue to be their friends and work with them, and I know they feel the same toward me. A couple of months ago, Elon Musk tweeted that if you had been fired from using the platform X for exercising your right to free speech, he would like to offer these people legal representation. Quite the noble offer, but never in my wildest dreams would I have thought anyone would take on my case against Lucasfilm Disney. Still, I did respond back. I think I qualify. and thousands of people agreed. To my surprise, a few months ago, I received an email from a lawyer who had been hired by X to look into my story and many others. Turns out, after sending them as much information as I could gather these past few months, my now lawyers and X believe wholeheartedly in my case and are moving forward. I would like to express my deepest gratitude and thank you to Elon Musk and X for giving me an opportunity to bring my case to light. As for me, I love to pick up where I left off and continue my journey of creating and participating in storytelling, which is my utmost passion and everything I worked so hard for. It has been difficult to move forward with the lies and labels stuck on me, backed and encouraged by the most powerful entertainment company in the world. I am grateful someone has come to my defense in such a powerful way and look forward to clearing my name. Thank you to all the people who have supported me and made your voices heard. I pray God blesses each and every one of you. With love, Gina Carano. And I just want to say, awesome. Gina Carano, I don't know if you'll ever see this video, if you're able to watch it, if your lawyers ever watch it. I want you to know, I don't think I'm speaking for myself when I say we have your back. You have been nothing but mistreated by Disney and the Hollywood elite, and we're happy to stand beside you. You did absolutely nothing wrong, zero things wrong. You were censored for just having an opinion. And it is disgusting how Kathleen Kennedy and Bob Chapek and everyone else at the time treated you, and it's despicable that Bob Iger let it continue. So I do hope that a judge hears your case, that it will move forward, and that it will change the landscape of not just Lucasfilm, but Disney as a whole. You did not deserve a speck of what happened to you, and so we will have your back. And to everyone else, let me know what you think. What do you think of this lawsuit? Do you agree with her filing suit? Do you not? I'd love to know your opinion. Share it. It's fine. As for me, though, I back her 100%. I'm a fan of hers. I will stand by her. And I think that people's ears better perk up in the Hollywood landscape, because I think that this will send a ripple effect through Los Angeles, through New York, through Atlanta and Toronto, everywhere else where the Hollywood elite like to hang their hat and shoot their movies. We're going to see a ripple effect of disenchanted actors, actresses, and everything in between who have been hurt by this ridiculous woke nonsense, these identity politics, this political correctness, this diversity, equity, inclusion, this environmental nonsense. All of those things came together, and Hollywood basically cut its nose to spite its face. And Gina Carano was one of the victims of this blacklist. She's not the only one, by the way. Matthew Marsden, his career has been affected. Nick Searcy, who has been in movies that have won an awards, and he has personally won awards, it's affected him. Joy Vila, who is a Billboard award-winning music artist, it's affected her. I always talk about my pal Alfonso Rachel. It's affected his work on Sledge X, where he's constantly being shadow banned, and his music is constantly being interrupted. Not to mention James Wood, who has been in TV shows, films. He's done voice animation for Disney, I might add. But no, we're all going to just sit back and take it. No, we are not going to take it anymore, Hollywood. Twisted Sister is our anthem. You know, we're not going to take it anymore. We're so tired of this. We're tired of our favorite properties being destroyed by these woke corporate overlords just because a few weirdos on social media get their fifis hurt. No, enough is enough, and I'm standing with Gina Carano, and I hope that everyone who watches this video will also take a stand. Enough is enough. Time's up. Ready Player One, put in your quarter, because we are going to be monitoring this. By we, I mean me and my producer, who is my super cute wife. The two of us are going to be monitoring this here at Studio Jake, and I look forward to seeing what happens next.
'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die.